course, The Simpsons requires no introduction. It's probably the most iconic long-running animated series in the history of television. Everyone knows the series. They know Springfield, they know Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, Maggie, and everyone else in Springfield. They remember when Maggie shot Mr. Burns, and when Lisa went to Washington, and when Marge became a cop, and when Homer jumped the gorge, and even that controversial Family Guy Simpsons crossover. And it's about time I gave the series its dues. Now, The Simpsons has been on air since 1989, and since I was born in 93, at the height of Simpsons popularity, you'd easily think I was watching by 98 or 99, maybe 2000 at the latest. And you couldn't be more wrong. Unlike Thomas and Friends and Ed, Edd n Eddy, my history with this series has a very bizarre beginning.
The first thing you'll notice about Sky Guide is the search and scan banner that appears every time you change channels. You can also bring it up by hitting select or the arrow buttons on your remote control. The search and scan banner tells you what you're watching and what's on next. Use the left-right arrow buttons to see what's on later, or the up and down arrow buttons to see what's on other channels. Conveniently, you can do this without interrupting the program you're watching. The banner will disappear after a few seconds, or you can remove it with the backup button.
Everyone is probably confused at this point. If it helps, I don't blame you. This is the Sky Digital Information Channel from 2001. This channel provided how-to guides on how various aspects of Sky Digital works. It probably still does at the present time. I shit you not, this was my introduction to The Simpsons. This info clip looped every 10 minutes or so, and eventually I found myself watching this channel at one point in 2001, and I saw clips from Lisa the Greek from Season 3 and E.I.E.I. Doe from Season 11. I took nothing from this, I just saw a yellow bald guy slap someone in the face with a glove. Okay, whatever. My proper introduction to The Simpsons was around the same time with the movie One Fine Day. My mother owned this on video, and one of the opening promos happened to feature a certain series.
The Simpsons! 4 classic episodes!
Keep going.
On one video! Woohoo! Yours to watch again!
Don't!
And again!
Don't!
And again!
Don't! Alright, kids, you're about to show my videotape!
The Simpsons! Available from all good video stores!
They'll buy anything.
Alright, so now I'm aware of them. I know their name, I know the main character's catchphrase, so surely I should start watching any time now. Nope. In 2003, I have a school assignment that involves watching a clip from Season 5's Boy Scouts in the Hood. I don't remember what the assignment was, all I know is it involved this episode. I liked what I saw. Still nothing came of it. Don't worry, I'm getting there. In the summer of 2007, I was invited to see the Simpsons movie in theatres. I know virtually nothing about the series, I know nothing about the characters, I know absolutely zilch. But sure, let's go for it. I went to see the movie, and I laughed myself silly when Homer jumped into the sinkhole.
So long, losers! Uh-oh.
I'm 14 years old, what do you expect? So needless to say, I liked the movie. It was probably the best movie of that year, managing to beat out movies such as Ratatouille and Blades of Glory. Suddenly it occurs to me, there's a TV series for The Simpsons. The movie was awesome, so the TV series must be awesome. I have no idea what I was thinking, but it probably didn't occur to me that there were just some things you could do in a movie that you couldn't do in a TV show. I soon discovered that The Simpsons ran every night for 2 hours, 7 PM to 9 PM. So many times in this series I've praised Cartoon Network and what it offered me on a nightly basis from 2005 to 2010. The same couldn't be more true here. As with cartoons, watching The Simpsons every night became a strict routine for me, a very enjoyable routine at that. I might as well mention at this point that Sky Digital had an online interactive service. You could read emails, you could check cinema movie listings, you could play shitty online games with cartoon characters. Forget all that. You know what the best thing about Sky Active was? you could order pizza over it. Yeah, ordering pizza over the internet is common knowledge in this day and age, but back in the early 2000s, that was super cool to know, especially for the easily pleased kids like me. And I assure you, this all relates to The Simpsons.
Relax. It's Domino's, sponsoring The Simpsons on Sky One.
Forget that it's incredibly unhealthy. Forget that this broke junk food laws. Forget that both Pizza Hut and Papa John's make better pizzas. As far as I was concerned, in 2007, Domino's Pizza and a nightly Simpsons marathon was a match made in heaven. Every Tuesday, that was the family plan. A 2-for-1 pizza deal and 2 hours of The Simpsons. And if I had any pizza left, I can save it for cartoons. I know my recap of The Simpsons seems pretty vague at this point, but there's still more to go through. Eventually, my nightly Simpsons routine kinda died off. A possible reason could be my recent discovery of Family Guy, a show I thought was infinitely funnier and more entertaining than The Simpsons. Don't hold me to that yet. What you can hold me to is my recollection that when Family Guy came in, The Simpsons went into the background. If it was on and there was absolutely nothing else on, sure, I'll take it. Otherwise, I don't feel like watching. And yes, I saw The Simpsons Guy, the Family Guy Simpsons crossover. It was okay, not great. I liked it when I first saw it. It hasn't aged all that well in recent years. That was pretty much it until 2018. Late 2018 to be specific. At this point, I realised I still liked The Simpsons, but I really had missed a lot. Think about it, it was on its 30th season at this point, each season having about 22 episodes. I want to rewatch the entire series before 2018 ends.
I'm sorry, what?
No, wait, hear me out. It's the middle of October. There are still 2.5 months left in this year. I bet I could rewatch the entire series from start to finish, including the movie, before December 31st. Let me just check how many episodes that is. Okay, at this point there are 642 episodes available, with another 7 due to air before the end of the year, giving us 649 episodes altogether, not including the movie. If I do 12 to 15 episodes per day, I could easily do this before the new year. Right, for anyone watching, I'm going to give it 10 seconds for this idea to sink in. Okay, we good? Everyone got where I'm going with this? Okay, let's continue. I mulled this stupid idea over in my head for about a week. Even I knew this had to be the dumbest idea anyone has ever conceived. But on October 26th, I made my decision.
Challenge accepted.
649 episodes and a movie in just over 8 weeks. Oh my fucking god, what have I got myself into? On October 27th, 2018, at 2:15 PM, my marathon began with Simpsons roasting on an open fire. I knew if I was going to stick to this challenge, I would have to take notes, hence this massive list. Every day, I take note of where I started and where I ended. I know this looks insane and stupid and unbelievable and most of all, pointless, but I'm not kidding. This is what happened to those last 2 months of 2018. Somehow, I was able to make 3 episodes of video memories during all this. Yeah, I think we're beyond fuck my life at this point. What's even more impressive is that I actually managed to accomplish this challenge. With ample time to spare, 3 weeks to spare actually. I finished on December 10th at 9:56 PM, giving me a time of 45 days, 7 hours and 41 minutes. I was averaging 12 to 15 episodes a day. That's about 4.5 to 5.5 hours of Simpsons per day. That can't be healthy. Honestly, from when I started, I had 65 days left. I could have just watched 10 episodes per day and I could have still hit my target. But nope, I'm going to watch 17 episodes on day 1, the entirety of season 1 and a bit of season 2. That's what smart people do. So how do I feel after that massive marathon? Well, let's recap by the hundreds. Alright, haven't watched this in years. This is going to be great. Made it to 100. Doing good so far. Still going at it. This can't possibly go wrong. Oh, this is going to be a while. Yay, we're nearly at the movie. Just fucking kill me! Nearly there. Never again. Nearly there. Never again. Nearly there. Never again. Eventually I made it, and my God was I thrilled. This was a horrible idea. I will not be doing it again, and I most certainly do not recommend anyone else try this. Not with the time frame I gave myself. Rewatching The Simpsons is fine, but don't do it with a 2-month time limit, even if you're the biggest Simpsons fan in the universe. I will say one positive aspect about this marathon: it gave me a bigger appreciation for the early Simpsons. Hell, season 1 was actually better than I ever remember it being. People have often stated that the early Simpsons, the first 10 or so years, is infinitely better than present day Simpsons. And while I do agree to a certain extent, I don't think Simpsons episodes of the past 10 or so years were terrible. I mean, a few of them did suck here and there, but most of the time I classify it like this. Early Simpsons is better than early pre-cancellation Family Guy. Early 2000 Simpsons, still perfectly enjoyable. The movie is great. Late Simpsons post-movie is watchable but not entirely memorable. Certainly doesn't hold a candle to the early days. There we go. I summed up my thoughts on the entire series in less than 20 seconds. I am still awesome. But I know what some people are probably thinking. That's all great and all, G, but surely after watching nearly 650 episodes, it must be incredibly hard to pick your absolute favourite Simpsons episode. And you're right, it is an absolutely torturous nightmare to pick a single favourite. Episode 179, City of New York vs. Homer Simpson Season 9, Episode 1, aired September 21st, 1997. Hands down, the best. It was the best before the marathon, it is still the best after the marathon. I still find it hilarious that the World Trade Center only had one bathroom per tower, one of which was out of order. Jesus Christ on a stick of Kalavkalash. Coffee breaks must have sucked in those towers. Not only that, but seeing Homer drive his car with that massive clamp on the car, as far as I'm concerned, that is something that is missing from online Grand Theft Auto. Your friend is getting on your nerves, or you want to just prank someone, clamp their vehicle. That's my history with The Simpsons. I still like the show, but if it weren't for that stupid marathon, I wouldn't have covered this series. But Video Memories is all about stories, and the marathon story was just too good to leave out. I plan to keep watching The Simpsons, but certainly not that way ever again. Until the series ends, I plan to watch The Simpsons twice a year when the show is on its mid-season break or our season finishes. That's half a season each time, about 12 or so episodes per watch. That's a lot more bearable than 649. Right, that's The Simpsons covered. Time to talk about another classic. Specifically, something infamous about another classic.